We're really excited you guys can see this today. This is kind of the first time we've shown anyone a deep feature set of the game in a sort of demo situation, so we'll talk about that. So our quick play menu that we've overhauled quite a bit. This is now designed after our music store. Again, it would take forever just to scroll down like this, and it just kind of was going to keep going. Like I could probably talk for a couple minutes, and it would still be scrolling. So instead of doing that, we've added some cool ways to jump around the menus. Really pumped about that. So if I actually hold down, go right to the Rock Band 2 songs, hold down this button again, and go to Rock Band 1 songs. The sort of sort listed and the jumping around feature is something we kind of did in the music store, but we've now done it in a much cleaner, much more expansive way for Rock Band 2. It's like, I want to play all the Who songs you got. I love the Who. Or it's like, I want to play all the All-American Rejects songs you got. I love the All-American... Whatever your taste is. Dan's shaking his head, no, don't do that. Don't hate, it's all good. You just click one button and you're ready to go. The other cool thing about that is if I want to play all the live at lead songs, we also now break out in our quick play menu by album. So if there's a specific album we have more than one song from, there'll be an album header, and I can play, you know, all 3 live. It's my favorite live record, probably of all time. And the sorting function is really great. If you go back to the top though, you know, so I've always said Rock Band 1 was kind of the ultimate quick play game. It was really fun to sit down with your friends and jam. But it sucked to kind of get popped out to that song select menu after every song. Kind of broke up the flow of like, we're having a party, but we're going to play, you know, 3 Metallica songs. We just got the downloadable pack, and to play them, you're like, I played the song, and now I gotta scroll, select a difficulty. Oh, now we're going to play another song. It's like that little in-between time kind of really breaks the illusion. So we want to give you the option of making your own set list, even in quick play. So right there at the top, so you make a set list, give that a click, and a little list pops up in the upper left-hand corner. I can just go through and pick 30 Seconds to Mars, All-American Rejects, just the emo stuff. Can kind of change sorting while I'm in that list if I want to suddenly play, you know, all the other songs by that start with a D because I'm on like the letter D. I don't know. Then I make that list right there, press start, and the set list is made, and I can just play those songs straight through. It'll give me feedback as I go, but it won't stop the band and bring me back out to the song select screen. This is our new Rock Band 2 guitar that I'm holding. This guitar has a new sunburst body, wood grain neck finish and headstock, softer, quieter buttons down here. We know a lot of people thought it was kind of clacky. We're trying to move away from looking like a toy, moving towards looking like a real guitar. More tactile strum bar, so you actually get a little bit more resistance. Alex is using the term, I believe, less mushy. Right here's the kind of my favorite feature for the Rock Band 2 guitar, which is that there's a little lens right there and a little hole right below it. The lens is for a photo sensor, the hole is for a microphone. Basically in Rock Band 2, there's a calibration screen where you can hold your guitar up to the screen and a white skull is going to flash a couple times to trigger the photo sensor, and then some clicks will play to trigger the microphone, and your game, software, and the hardware will work together to calibrate your system for its ultimate AV settings. Let's talk about drums. The drums are really great. Rock Band 1, we learned a lot about drums and what people want from a drum set. Our core 4-pad experience is the same. We do have softer, more responsive pads because while people love the Rock Band 1 drums, neighbors usually don't. So we're trying to kind of give everyone a little bit quieter of an experience, as well as a metal reinforced pedal because we want to make sure that people have kind of a longer lasting rock experience. The great thing about the drums, in addition to being wireless and velocity sensitive, they're also expandable. So if you're not sure if you like the drums or not and you want to try them out first, this is the way to go. And then if you decide you actually love the drums and you want to do more with them, on the back of this drum kit, I'll turn around right here so you can get a shot of it, there's a set of expansion ports right at the bottom where you can plug in cymbals that you can buy and a foot pedal that you can buy at retail to then make this a full-on drum set with cymbals and second kick if you want to play those thrash metal songs. And that way you really can customize your experience if you're unsure. But if you're sure that you're a drummer, tried and true, and you want to get the ultimate experience right out of the box, we have kind of a really, really exciting product that we're working with Alesis on, a real instrument manufacturer, and this is called the Ion Drum Rocker. This is basically a fully functional electronic drum set. It's an amazing product. I love our Rock Band 2 drums. I think our hardware team did a great job. But now that I've been playing this, I'm sort of spoiled and kind of have trouble going back. It's really, really fun. It's extremely reasonably priced. I'm still sort of surprised at how reasonably priced it is. It's only $2.99, and it comes with 2 cymbals in the setup you have here and the drum brain, and the drum brain goes right into the console. So it's a controller, it works with the game. The really cool thing that Alesis has actually loaned us for the day, this is a DM5 drum brain right here. This is sort of an actual electronic drum kit drum brain. It's what I play with at home. And you can actually plug the pads into that and substitute one kick pedal. So with one additional purchase, you have a fully functional, real electronic drum set. It's not, you know, that you play in the real world anywhere. It doesn't have to be attached to the game. It's not through the Xbox. It's like plug in some speakers and rock out. Start Craftwork 2.0. Do what you're going to do. But so that's a really great thing for us. We think that it's a great way for users to sort of say, I declared that I love drums in video games, but I think I also want to play drums in the real world. Well, we're going to give you a tool right here that you can actually do that pretty seamlessly. We launched a new mode in Rock Band 2 called the Drum Trainer, and that kind of gives you the building blocks and vocabulary that any drummer needs to go out and play real drums in a band, by themselves. It's basically drum lessons included in the software. So the great thing about that is we have a beat trainer that teaches you basic beats with a quick track in different tempos. And you can play those and advance through all those beats. There's, what are there, 78, something like that? There's a ton of beats. A lot of beats to play through, and when you're done with that, you've learned what, you know, it took me 3 years of drum lessons to learn, kind of different, different beats playing with a teacher that kind of sat with you patiently while you got through it. We've also added a fill trainer to that drum trainer mode, and the fill trainer teaches you sort of my biggest pet peeve, which is watching drummers who conquer our like hardest songs in the game. They're playing these amazing beats. They're like, oh my god, I can't even do that. I've been playing drums for 14 years. They're great. They get to a fill section. They're like, doom, crash. And you're like, what now? What happened? You had so much momentum, and then you just like froze and did a horrible drum fill, or they just go really fast and then crash. The fill trainer lets you kind of teach them the different vocabulary for fills. So, drums is basically play for 8 bars, play a fill. That's the sort of the basic thought process behind drums. If you would make the argument that drummers have a thought process, which I would, many people in the company would disagree. Drummers think, sort of, at least to a metronome. And so with that, you kind of learn the beats, you learn the fills. We also have a freestyle mode where you can play along with songs on your console. You can also just bang on the drums and make some noise. You have different song samples, sound samples you can trigger. It's a really fun thing to do, just kind of sit down and wail on the drums for a little bit. And again, if you have the Ion drum rocker, it's sort of like having a full drum set right in your living room. The Battle of the Bands mode is really the cool mode that I'm excited about this time around. And this is sort of our crazy new thing. It's our sort of flagship feature. So Battle of the Bands, some people would say that, it's 4 players versus 4 players, like it's a head-to-head thing, and we're like, that sounds like a parking lot flat fight after a show. We want to give you a real expansive, like, Battle of the Bands mode that people can go after. So this is a every band for themselves mentality where everyone can compete on these challenges that Dan Teasdale right there, he's our lead designer, and his team are putting together. Every day there'll be a new battle for people to compete on. So they can sit down and there'll be a new sort of challenge proposed to them, and their band can go in and see if they can prove that they're the best band at that. So the way that Battle of Bands work is that you actually compete against your local friends list, so your Xbox Live friends list, for example, and try to see if you're number 1 on your local scene, and then you take that, and if you're number 1 there, you compete against the global community on the overall list. And then last but not least, in the World Tour, I want to show you tour challenges really fast, which is sort of our new way of progressing through the game and without the World Tour map. And here we're going to go to back down to the bottom. There we go. So before, if you wanted to play through the entire set list in Rock Band 1, it was 58 songs linearly. You play kind of some great guitar songs. You're playing guitar, and there'd be some that would be more of a drum-based song, and you just be kind of biding your time playing power chords until you got back to a cool guitar song. We want to give you really a concentrated experience with Rock Band 2, so you can play just the best guitar songs, the best drum songs, and the best full band songs. So that's what Tour Challenges really does, is it populates these sort of mini set lists for you to go through and progress up through the harder and harder songs in the game on just your instrument. So instead of playing all 84 songs, you might play the 40 best guitar songs, or the 50 best drum songs. We're really excited about that option. Also, your downloadable content will populate automatically into this Tour Challenge as well, into new Battle of the Bands, battles, quick play, world tour venues. So if you buy new content, it'll pop up everywhere.